Hey, welcome back to Living Dayton. Guys, this is what we call in the business a do-over. We're going to try it with sound this time. It's a new thing. It's sound and video together. But we're going to give it a shot. We've had a couple of technical, but you know what? Life goes on and we move forward. It's Arbor Day coming up Friday, and the folks at Five Rivers Metro Parks, of course, are going to do something, right? You're going to do something. But before we talk about what you're doing tomorrow, tell us about Arbor Day, the origins, all that good stuff.
Well, I call it the High Holy Day of Arboreta. It was originally founded by Julius Sterling Norton in Nebraska, and the very first one was 1874. They planted 1 million trees that day.
Wow. And
then later, about 1884, I believe, was the first recognized holiday, and it has become a day that people, usually the last Friday of April, where people plant trees, recognize trees, and appreciate trees.
So let me guess, from 30 years in the business, Arboretum, Arboretum, right? The tie-in, right?
Yep.
Pretty good, huh?
Arbor equals trees.
Picked that right up, right here it went up.
You're
All right,
good.
so what are you guys going to do tomorrow, and everybody's invited?
Well, tomorrow we're going to be planting a tree in commemoration for Arbor Day. We're going to have facility tours and a bunch of neat events to celebrate Arbor Day.
And what time's that going to start?
10 to 2.
10 to 2. So you're encouraging, I mean, if people are off tomorrow, or grandparents bring the grandkids, just come on out and tell folks where you're located.
We are about a mile north of the Dayton Mall on 741.
All right, now, how important is it to plant trees now? Because we're thinking for the future, we're thinking generations ahead here, right? I mean, so how important is that?
Yeah, actually, this crate of trees here is part of our Forest Foster program. We have had volunteers propagate these trees, and then we'll also be giving them to the public for the public to take care of them throughout the summer, and then they'll be returned to us, and then we'll be planting them throughout all of the Five Rivers Metro Parks.
So foster trees. I kind of like you're fostering the tree. That's kind of cool.
And they can get involved in that by going to our website, metroparks.org/forest, and they can sign up if they'd like to participate in the Forest Foster program.
Okay, and I know we got to wrap up. And by the way, Mark Allen, you're here early today. You're not due till 5 o'clock at the newscast. But how important is Arbor Day? Quickly,
it's very important. It brings the importance of trees into people's minds, and what we have attached to it also is a native plant sale. These are plants that grow in the forest under the trees. It's about understanding ecosystems and how important the whole picture is to everyone. Okay. It's kind of the second greatest show on earth.
The segue to the circus, the thing, that was good, and you didn't even read that on the deal over there.
I didn't.
All right, guys, well, listen, thanks very much for joining us, and happy Arbor Day, right?
Well, thanks. Happy Arbor Day to you.
All right, now, before the circus, before it turns into a circus, any more of a circus around here, we're going to throw it to the newsroom and Marcia Bonhart for news headlines.